Hello everyone, this is Bill with Yarn Crafts for Lefties. Today we're going to be learning how to do the garter stitch pattern. Garter stitch is one of the first patterns that most knitters are going to work on because it literally consists only of knit stitches. When we do knit stitch on right and wrong sides of the fabric, then we get this great sort of ridge detail. In between them, you can see knit stitches that are actually happening. Let me bring that better into focus. There we go. That's a little better. So, this is a swatch of garter stitch fabric. Now, a couple of things to talk about. When you start doing an actual piece of fabric, you are going to have two sides to it. You're going to have what is called a right side and a wrong side. With garter stitch, it pretty much all looks the same. So what I use is what the edge of my cast on to determine right or wrong side. This is the attractive edge of the cast on. So, since that's the attractive edge, I'm using this as my right side of my fabric. You can use any cast-on method you want with the garter stitch, doesn't matter. You can also cast on any number of stitches. So, that's one of the great things about garter stitch and why it's used so often as a first pattern for a new knitter, so that way you can just do what you want. You can make a scarf any width, a baby blanket. It's wonderful, and it's got a great thickness to it, so that way it's warm and nice. So what I've done here is I just cast on 10 stitches, so that way we had something easy to work with. And all we are going to do for garter stitch, row 1, we're going to knit all the way across. And if you need the tutorial on how to do a cast on, knit stitch, or bind off, I will make sure that I link them into the bottom of this video so that way you're able to move between the techniques that you need to be able to create the fabric. So row 1 is done. We did knit all the way across. And you can kind of see right here we have our knit stitches showing up. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to turn, and I am going to knit across this side. No change, no difference, it's just knit stitch. And once I finish knitting across this side, I'm going to turn my work again, and I'm just going to knit. You can see the very distinctive bumps, the double ridged bump with the smooth section in between that is characteristic of garter stitch. It's a very simple, easy stitch for you to work with, to be able to create something for yourself and really get your knit stitch technique down. So I hope you found this pattern instructional video from Yarn Crafts for Lefties helpful. This is Bill. Happy knitting!